Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Saturday edition of the Retro Night in Canada. I think this is going to be something I'm going to be doing. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not change it. There we go. I think this is something I'm going to be changing going forward. I know I used to do my retro gaming on my Sundays. Unfortunately, Sundays are a little bit iffy and it's unreliable. So I'm going to try and see if I can get this done on Saturday. I'm going to try and make Saturday as my retro gaming night and see how it goes for the next little while. So after a few weeks, I'm going to be able to finish finally, or try to, Police Quest 3, the Kindred. And so what happened was I got stuck at a dead end in the game. And the reason for that is, I think I know why, but I don't really want to go back and do this. I think before I was supposed to go to the corner, I was supposed to, last time I visited Marie, which was my wife at the hospital, I think I was supposed to give her a locket, and I didn't. And because of that, it didn't unlock the coroner's office, so I couldn't actually step out of, even though it showed up on the map, I couldn't actually step out. So I thought that I wouldn't be able to stream this game anymore, and fortunately, I'm actually able to, thanks to the good people at Sierra Save Games. So Barry, it's sierrahelp.com. And basically, what they have is all the Sierra games and save states that will actually help you through the game. So, in this case, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So you can actually save all the games at every point. And there's a save point that you can recover from, which is actually pretty cool. Now, the last time I did this, I wasn't able to get off of the corners, and that's the first thing that's here you see on the screen. So we're going to continue. We're going to be going into the coroner's office, the coroner's office, the coroner, and then we'll take it from there. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get to it, and hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Thank you for passing by and spending your Saturday night with me. I really appreciate it. So let's do this. Restore. Just to make sure that the sound is okay. Yeah, okay. The sound is okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. The building houses the county coroner's office. Okay. There's a fire hydrant on the sidewalk. I guess I'm gonna go in. Okay. Leon certainly has a lot of storage space in here. You'd rather not look at that chart in the wall, and you see enough of that stuff at accident scenes. That's Leon's girlfriend, Demi Bones. The bottles contain embalming fluid. The drawers store bodies. You enter if there's anyone you know in there. The sight of the cold stainless steel autopsy table sends a chill through the spine as you recall the many times you've come close to ending up on one. Alright. There's a large manila envelope on the counter. Okay. Let's look at what's this in manila. Inside the envelope you find a cult ring, a cult book, Mary's locket, and you remove these and discard the envelope. Okay. Marie's locket, cult ring, and cult book. Okay. The Embalming Machine is a kind of mechanical vampire, out with the old, in with the new. Right. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Oh. The toe tag reads, Andrew Dent, the poor stiff you found in the alley. Oh, the guy came in. Well, that's somber music. Okay. Is Frankenstein going to be popping out of any? You might be. I found it on your dead suspect. Looks like you, blah, blah, blah. Ew, that doesn't look good. With a sinking feeling, you recognize the old news article covering your promotion. Well, that's not good. He's eating a sandwich, too. Hey, Tiger, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. A red marking pen pentagram mars your photograph. I wouldn't worry about it, Bonds. You look good in red. Okay, sure. That doesn't bode well. Give me a second. Alright, let's do this. Hey Bonds, you okay? You look a little green around the gills. Okay. Actually, according to this, I saw your stream earlier today. How was your stream going? Are you streaming directly from the Xbox, or are you using through a PC, through a capture card? Did I miss something? It's you, Sonny. Okay. Guess I'm not supposed to do anything here. Okay. That is the creepiest coroner's office ever. Remind me never to go there. The one with graphics around the main screen is via Windows. Full screen is via Twitch and Xbox. Okay. Yeah, when I first started, I used to try and stream from Twitch from the Xbox. And I didn't have a microphone, and I didn't have the Kinect either for the cam. So it was kind of useless in a way. And I remember once, for some reason, yeah, I need something. I need to go to the hospital. Where is the hospital? Hospital is on Peach and 4th. And the coroner is on Peach and 8th. Okay. And yeah, it wasn't a great experience. Although, oh, I didn't have to drive to the hospital. Okay, fine. Hey, Dreamer, how's it going? I think I'll make a phone call while you're upstairs. This woman is always on the phone. It's insane. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know, and I know that I explained it earlier. I don't know if you guys were here, but I was able to actually... Oh, thanks for the host, buddy. Thank you very much for the host. You are awesome. And speaking of which, I should actually say, in addition to you, Big Bag Bizarre Gaming, Overrider, Engineering Gaming Nerd, Angry Gorilla, Mr. Garf 1988, and Dan Etienne. You guys are awesome, are hosting as well, so thank you as well for that. The sounds in this game are astoundingly amazing. Alright, so let's do this. I actually don't know what happened. So the last time when I got stuck, there's a glitch. There's some dead ends in the game, depending on what you do. And because the for whatever reason, even though I was able to see the coroner's office pop up, I wasn't actually able to get out of the car. And apparently I'm not the only person that has that issue. Apparently it happens all the time at various different points. Sometimes it's a coroner's, sometimes it's the hospital, sometimes it's something else, the police station. So, having said that, I went to sierrahelp.com, didn't even know this existed. And they have like different save states depending on where you are in the game. And I was able to get download the saves for the game and start where the coroner was. And that's where I started. Because of that, I'm actually able to continue the story. If it would not have been, yeah, it's so stupid. The game design is, and Sierra's notoriously good for that. And I think it's a luck of the draw. I thought it's because I didn't give the locket, because from what I read, apparently that can cause the issue. Because basically, things unlock the next things, right? So for certain things, you can't unlock the coroner's office unless you do something else before. And that doesn't need to be right before. It could be like 3, 4, 5 scenes earlier. Or even 10. But because you didn't do it, it didn't actually unlock, which is stupid. So it's actually a place where you can go, and they have like Leisure Suit Larry, Sierra, Space Quest, not Sierra, Police Quest, Space Quest, King's Quest, anything that's Quest. All the games that are Sierra games, you have Phantasmagoria. So it's actually pretty cool, and I might actually download Open Season because I got stuck at Open Season at one point. And it's because of stupidities, because I didn't do something, and it was so stupid. Anyways, well, before I do anything, let's play. You softly kissed your wife. Her eyelids flicker in response. Okay. Your beloved wife lies motionless in a coma. You wish there was some way you know what she's thinking, if she's thinking. Well, obviously she's in a coma. She's not in the best position. But she can probably hear you. Alright, let's give her the locket. Hey, she woke up. Mary's eyes finally opened. The warmth of her smile gives you hope for the first time since her attack. You're a lucky man, Sonny Bonds. Marie is alive and whole. Aww. You are overjoyed to see your wife recovered. I don't know if she's recovered. Can I actually touch her? You gently kiss Marie's lips. Okay. Is there anything I can give her? No. So I have to go to 500 West Peach. Alright, so let's get out of here. And apparently, Pat Morales magically comes up. Your car radio interrupts the silence. Dispatch, attention all units. There is a structure fire at 500 West Peach Avenue. Any units in the vicinity, please respond for crowd control assistance. Morales, hey, that's just a few blocks from here. Let's go to the weenie roast. Morales gets on the radio and informs dispatch that you are on the way. Okay, but I have to know where I'm going. Um, 500 West Peach. 500 West Peach is where? 500 and Peach. Okay. So I'm on 4th, going northbound on 4th. So the next one should be Fig. Yeah. And since I'm going on north, I have to go this way. Okay, I'm going westbound on Fig. I don't know what this is. I hate the driving in this game. I hate it. This is 3rd. Okay. So that means that I'm going in the right direction. 2nd. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have to turn that way. I have to turn on 500. I have to turn on 1st. Was that 1st? I missed it. Yeah, I was 1st. God damn it. Well, that's me. By the way, hello to those that are joining the stream. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening. So I am on Peach right now. I have to go to 1st. So technically I have to go this way. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if I can get out of the car. There's no reason to get out of here. Really? 500. Like, why? Unless I wasn't going the right way. Where am I going? So I'm at Fig. Is it going to be one of those things again? I'm going to shoot someone. Not literally, I'm going to shoot someone. Okay. Let's go down a few blocks. There we go. This game sucks. The driving sucks. The game itself is not too bad, but the gaming actually sucks. The driving is atrocious, and I don't understand why. Okay, so I have to turn on 1st. Okay. Now, the actual address is 500 West Peach. So it has to be around here. There's no reason to get out of here. Why is there no reason to get out of here? I definitely have to go here. Oh my god. These game-breaking bugs are insane. Okay, let's restore. Let's go back to the coroner's office. I gave her a locket. See, like, I gave her the locket. I'll go take care of the gawkers across the street, Sonny. Okay. Like, seriously. Alright. Well, at least there's that. Thank God for these saves. Seriously. Like, that's really frustrating. That's the second time that happens to me. The firemen are anxious to get this wrapped up. Let's talk. Looks like arson to me. This went up awful fast. Do you have any idea who might have started it? You thank the fire chief and let him get back to work. I pressed the wrong button too fast. God damn it. The walls are marred by fire. The hallway leads off in what's left of the living room. Just something else that was melted by the intense heat of the fire. A sofa cushion is on the floor. These graphics, I must admit though, it's like a warm hug. I love these things. It's amazing. The walls are marred by fire. Okay. The carpet has melted in places into a molten polyester mess. Okay. There's nothing here. The ugly old couch is soaked and smoldering. The smell of burnt upholstery stings your nose. Jeez, that was a hard one to say. There has to be something that I need to pick up here. You notice something shiny sticking out from under the amount of burnt and fuse. Okay. It looks like a photograph. You pick it up. Oh dear God. I think we recognize who that is. It takes you a moment to realize what you're seeing. You feel goosebumps crawl up your back. The man on the left is none other than your one-time arch-nemesis, Jesse Baines. The man on the right bears a strangling resemblance to him. You didn't believe this. The Baines brothers, Michael and Jesse. Alright. Ooh. The pentagram has been carefully painted on a wooden floor with red paint. As you study the floor within the altar, you notice a dried puddle of blood and hair. It appears to be the remains of some sick sacrificial ritual. Your stomach turns. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to start taking my little... You carefully scrape off some of the dried blood and hair and put them in an envelope. Okay. Oh my God. Why does Pat want to visit the freaking... I think there's nothing else here though. The walls are marred by fire. The exposed water pipes and charred studs are all that remain of some of the interior walls. Well then, the walls are marred by fire. The last embers of the fire cast an eerie red glow throughout the smoky house. Alright, so let's get the hell out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Can we get out? Thank you. Where did... Okay, that was the out apparently. Okay. Hey, we're off call as soon as we're done here. Who wants to grab a beer down at Johnny's? The fire chief is focused on his men. He doesn't notice you. Man, I gotta call my wife. Any seen a phone? Well, that is so 1980s. Put stuff back in the trunk. Oh, I have to put the empty one? Okay. Scraper. And, there we go. You notice Morales checking her watch. She suddenly says, "Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the mall real quick, would you? I gotta make a phone call." This is very 1980s. Very, very 1980s. Grudgingly, you drive Morales to the mall. Sit tight, boss. I'll only be in a minute. You notice that she's careful to take her purse with her. Alright. We're considering. Since the guy was in the military, he might know something. You show the photograph of Jesse and Michael Baines to the recruiting officer. Can you give me any information on this man? His name is Michael Baines. He should have a military record. That's privileged information there, boy. The U.S. Army doesn't hand out military records to just anyone. My badge? No, that's my wallet. You show the recruiting officer your badge and identify yourself. He closely at your credentials. Make sure that they're legitimate. When he looks up, he seems more cooperative. Well, why didn't you say you were earlier? Of course I can get that information to you, Sergeant. Ah, here we go. Michael Baines. Let me get you a printout. There you are, Sergeant. Hope that helps. You take the printout from Michael Baines' military record. Browsing through Michael Baines' military record, you come across the following information. Career Gunnery Sergeant, exemplary record bearing and behavior, beyond reproach. Behavior alteration, noticed following brother's death, Jesse Baines, at the hands of the police. Admitted to military psychiatric facility following a particularly violent outburst. 2 injured. Returned to active duty, but began displaying more violent, antisocial behavior patterns. Unprovoked physical attacks reported. Medical discharge from Army for psychological instability. Alright. Alright. I need to know where the police station is. With nothing further to do, you head back to the station. Why is it so inconsistent? Sometimes you drive, sometimes you don't. Okay, what does she do? I'll catch up with you. Gotta run in my car. Okay. Like, the driving in this game adds absolutely nothing to the game. It really doesn't. It's really, really stupid. Really stupid. Alright. Alright. Thank you for those that are joining the stream. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening. Oh. Stupid me. Okay, so that's the file. I'm assuming I'm going to have to bring this in at one point. But I need to go give my psych reval. No. Okay, let's see. Come on. You can do it. Okay, which one's the psych? You can do it. Well, so typical of a professor. Dr. Ames is one of those intellectual types, not a bad guy, but a little patronizing. Excuse me, Mr. Ames, I'm tracking a suspected serial killer. Think you can help me out by putting together a psychological profile on him? Where's your documentation? I can't diagnose thin air. You hand the military record to the doctor. Lovely, I get to peer into the mind yet of another scumbag. The doctor reads Bain's military record. He goes into his analysis pose. Rather interesting, actually. He briefs you on the character of Michael Baines. I'd know more if I examined him, but based on this, I'd say he's a schizophrenic psychopath. The guy's criminally insane, Bonds. I'd be careful how I approached him. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. If I ever had a waste of time. Alright. Okay, can you walk? It'd be nice. It would be nice if you walk. Apparently I can't walk in a straight line. I have to, there's obstacles in the way apparently. Yeah, I could have done that earlier though. Giving in the evidence. What am I supposed to give again? It's a picture, right? Oh no, the this. What's case number, Sonny? It's 19915. 999145. Name? Unknown source. Description of evidence: blood and hair samples. Location found: burned out house, 500 block west, Peach. And disposition: analyzed for DNA profile. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Actually, that's not what I wanted. You shutter again and you look at the photograph of Jesse and Michael Baines. That's the address for sure. 522. I guess this is Palm. There's nothing else, right? Yeah, 500 Palm. Which is literally the last... Okay. So, 522 West Palm. That's what I have to go. Okay. Okay. Fun times. Now it's going to ask me to frickin' drive to the frickin' place. Which I'm going to hate. But it is what it is. So I am driving southbound on... Okay, so let's go on Rose. Westbound on Rose. 5th. No! What the hell? Well, I could go northbound on Palm. Actually, I could go... Wait. Oh no, Peach. I can't. I have to go to Palm. So I could actually go this way. I have to stop at the end anyways. Alright, so, Palm. I have to go to 1st, apparently. So it's between 2nd and 1st, I guess. So we'll see if we can actually get out. Which is going to be a good thing. So it's between 1st. It's actually between 1st and no, that's not what I wanted to do. Fudge. Where am I on Oak? Westbound on Oak. Is that 2nd or 1st? I have to go that way. Northbound on Parkway. Next one should be, yeah, Palm. Okay, so technically should be here. Hey, it actually worked. Go frickin' figure. I'll wait here for you, Sonny. Alright. Well, I hear a dog, which is usually not good. Hello? What's happening to my game? Okay, something went freaky with my game. I don't know what, but okay, that was weird. The front door is made of steel. It would look more at home on a military installation than on a rundown shack. There's an electric meter on the side of the house. Really, did I need to walk all the way there to figure that out? The old car reminds you of the car you had while you were in college, except this one is in better condition. The discarded junk in the yard adds to the house's air of neglect. Discarded junk in the yard, okay. Looks like a happy little mutt. Alright, I guess I will try and see if anybody's home. You can hear movement inside the house, but no one answers. movement inside the house, but no one answers. The windows have been partially boarded over. Underneath the boards, you can see thick metal bars. Porch looks like it's about ready to collapse. Well, I've watched enough Law and Order to know that chances are I'm going to need a warrant to get into that house if I want to. Unless I show my badge, but I highly doubt that's going to do anything. No. Alright, let's go to the courthouse and get a warrant. Boom. And the courthouse is 8th between Peach and Rose. So just go to 8th and turn. It stopped updating the street names. I think I missed it. 7th. Oh, it's 6th. Poops. My bad. Oh shit. Okay, I did the wrong thing. No. This game is annoying as F. So I have to go to Rose, I guess. I'm going southbound, so I have to turn that way. Southbound on Rose. And 6th. I apologize for all this driving. This is stupid. This is very stupid. 7th. So it should be the next one. Hey, I made it. Oh no, it's not the police station I wanted to go to. It's not the freaking police station. I want to go to court. Fudge. I'm an idiot. In the court, at least the court is not too far off, but... Well, she had a quick run to the car. That's fun. Come on. No. Southbound on 6th. So I'm going to turn this way on Rose. And now I'm going eastbound on Rose. And I have to go to 8th. And then at 8th, I'm going to turn this way. Thank God I have a map. If I didn't have a map, I wouldn't know what to do. I'll be waiting for you in the car, boss. Alright. You request to see the Judge Simpson in her chambers. Well, officer, what's on your mind? News clipping. You hand the news clipping to the judge. You try to convince the judge, but she insists on more evidence. I can see you've done some good detective work, Officer Bonds, but I need more evidence to justify a search warrant. Okay. You tell the judge how the photograph of Michael and Jesse Baines helped you locate the suspected crack house. Your Honor, I'm convinced that some sort of cult operating a crack house at this location. Well, this looks like a very nasty business indeed. You've sold me. I'll sign the warrant. Judge Simpson lays the warrant on the desk and says, "Good luck, officer. Contact me if you need any further assistance. A shish-dinch." Alright, so I got the warrant. So now I have to go back. Alright. Actually, I'm curious to know, though. The judge chambers has a nice oak paneling. Yeah, but what's this? The small table holds a lamp and nothing else of interest. The bookcase is filled with legal tomes. The window looks over the park next door. Judge Simpson looks like a woman who likes to get right down to business. That sounds wrong. Officer Bonds, have you forgotten something? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I do have the warrant. Search warrant. Okay. Let's go back. Do I have to drive back to the frickin' place? That's going to be stupid. And yes, I have to drive back to the frickin' place. That's stupid. Northbound on 8th. So yeah. And I have to go to 52 West Palm, which is, according to the map, at the end completely. So let's do this. I'm sorry you guys have to watch me drive in this horrible driving mechanic they have in here. Like, it's atrociously bad. Boom, 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 boom. Funky music. All right, we're gonna get there eventually. Hey, let me out. All right. I didn't read what she said. Because it was too fast. Anyways, enter the court and speak with judge again. Request. Oh no, sorry. When you reach the location, try to enter. I don't know. So you can't deliver the warrant, and you will need backup. Okay. Obviously, there is somebody home. You'll have to find some other way to serve that search warrant. Alright. This is annoying. Like, the driving alone is annoying. So I'm going to be driving on westbound on Palm. So that means that... Okay. Driving on the wrong side of the street, but doesn't matter. Alright, so let's drive all the way to Court, which is 8th and Rose. Oops. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome to the erotic music hour. Boom, boom. That's 8th, right? Yep. 5th. 6th. 7th. Alright, and then I have to go, it's right after Peach, right? Okay, so Fig, that's right after Peach. Really? I'll be waiting for you in the car, boss. Boss. You request to see Judge Simpson in her chambers. Judge Simpson looks up at you and comes into her chambers. I see you're back. Did you have a problem with the warrant? Well, no, not the warrant, just gaining entry. The place is fortified. There's only one way to get into that house. I'm requesting a special order to use the department's RAM unit. The judge studies you closely and then says, I see. All right, officer, I trust your judgment. Well, the judge would not appreciate you handling her things, okay? But you pick up the judicial order, and yeah. So now I have to go back to... Alright, I have to get out of there. I have to go back. The driving in this game, please, can you just get me to the frickin' house? So I'm southbound. I'm southbound on 8th. So next thing I have to do is drive this way. I guess get on rolls. I'm gonna have to drive all the way to Parkway, I guess. Come on. You have to do your stop on the corner, which is stupid. You can't just turn. If you press on the gas, it actually tells you to, and then I have to turn on Palm. Peach, Fig, and Oak. My God, is the driving atrocious. Whoever thought this was a good idea should get, like, murdered. It's insane. Like, I actually think this is the actual worst driving in the series. Because 4 didn't have any driving. Please let me out. Thanks to Judge Simpson, the RAM is in place and ready to go. And you get funky music, which is awesome. I got back, Sonny. Keep your head down. Wait until I'm in position and take out the door. Wow, that's an insane ram. Well, that's a little too late, isn't there? You are under arrest. Anything you say... You feel a sense of satisfaction as you slip the cuffs on the wrists of Michael Baines. I'll take it from here, Sonny. Okay. Hey, we get to navigate around. You don't have the time for that now. She's from December, if you remember correctly. Okay. The man you shot is dead. Newspapers are scattered around the floor. The ruined steel door lies useless on the floor. You're in an alleged crack house. The old couch has a few cushions on it. There's nothing under that cushion. You look underneath the filthy cushion and you find a remote control. How the fuck are you supposed to figure it out if you don't have a... This was easier. You can either drive there or enter the coordinates on the autopilot kicks in. I think the second game did it probably... The second game in the series did it properly. You know, you just get into the car and it says, okay, you have to go to this place, and it goes to the place. You don't have to actually navigate anything. Just that the interludes are super long. Alright, so... Table is covered with various tools to make drugs. The barrels contain chemicals to make drugs. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Okay, I guess there's nothing there. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I died. Yeah, okay. Fuck, I didn't save, huh? Did it actually gave inside the house, got sample? Where does got sample? Fuck, I'm already down here. Shit. I didn't save. God damn it. I thought I had a save state. Oh well. Well, actually, did I get the sample? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I have to do all that fucking driving all over again. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well, at least I know what to do, though. So. Officer, I found something you might want to look at. Looks like a photograph. Takes you a moment to realize you're seeing, you feel goosebumps crawl your back. The man on the left, yeah, okay, whatever. So even if you don't find it, that actually tells you... Okay. Okay. Well, let's do this again. She has to go to the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Go back to the car. I think I actually go back to the hospital after this. No, I have to go to the police station. Alright. Well, I'm going to do the giving of the evidence right away. Because I don't need it for a psychologist. Okay. This is annoying. I apologize for you guys having to re-see this again. You guys are your average scumbag. He's closer to your slit your own mother's variety. I'd know more if I'd examine him, but based on this, yeah, whatever. Okay. Walk out of there. Actually, what I'm gonna do, save. Actually, I think I would have done this already anyways. Replace day 6. All right. Let's get this going. At least the elevators are realistic. The only thing they don't have is music. Music, or whatever it is. Alright. So let's... It's amazing how I started right off the bat. So I have to go to 522 West Palm. Southbound on 6th. So I have to turn. Yeah. How's it going? Sorry, I can't read your name. It's too dark. Give me a second. Let me just wait till I am able to... Boa Babdino. I'll just call you Dino for short. Alright, let's get out here. Hopefully it lets me out. Yay, it lets me out. Can I save? Replace. Okay. Okay. So I just went through all this. I don't know when you came back, when you came here, but I went all the way through all this, and I forgot to save, and I died like at the end, literally. Okay. Let's go go back. I have to go to the court, and the court is it's 8th and between Peach and Rose. So eastbound on Palm, which is fine. So I have to go to 8th. Come on. So how you doing, Dino? Hope that you're having a wonderful evening. Watching me drive in this horrible driving mechanic in this game. It is absolutely atrocious. And the worst part is I have to do this 3 times. Yeah, it's the thing is, I like the actual gameplay. It's the driving I can't stand. Like, it's the actual gameplay I just can't. Fig, Peach. And I want the court, right? Yeah. In terms of driving, that was probably the best. It still sucked, but it wasn't sucky as this one. I missed the fucking exit, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. I was looking at the chat. Alright, well, let's go around the block. And I got stuck a couple of times at dead ends here. The coroner's office didn't... I saw it pop up, but I couldn't get out of the car. It didn't let me get out of the car, which is stupid. But it is what it is. Steering was, yeah, it was abysmal, especially when you were going really fast with the lights. Yeah, that was really intense. So I'm on 8th, so I should be able to see the court. There we go. I'll be waiting for you in the car, boss. With this woman that's a coke addict. So I played 1, 2, and 3. I've played open season, which I got stuck in open season, and I didn't want to. I lost like 2 hours of gameplay because I forgot to do something at one point. And I was like, yeah. And then I lost. I lost the way to. Like I didn't really play the SWAT games because it was just too much for me. It was like you had to read the freaking Your Honor, I need to obtain a search warrant. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I have to give a search warrant. I have to give the news clipping. Okay, and then I have to give the picture, I think. You tell the judge how the photograph of Michael Baines, blah, blah, blah. So do you stream? Sir Dino the Third? Good luck, officer. Okay, just casual observer. Cool. Yeah, it's rare you see people stream Sierra games nowadays on Twitch. It's very Apex Legends. So since you're not familiar with my channel, I try to stream. Yeah, okay. Southbound on 8th, okay. So I stream story-driven games normally, more recent games in most cases, and then I have a retro night in Canada where I stream a retro game. So it could be NES. I've been focusing a lot on PC retro games. So I played through the Police Quest series. I'm planning on playing um, System Shock 2 as my next game. I'm also going to be playing through the Space Quest games, at least the first 3. So yeah, I love playing. I love playing these types of games. It's fun, and yeah. So yeah, I've been streaming for about 5 years now. I just do this for fun. I don't do it for any money, even though I have a Patreon page, and I used to be an affiliate. I decided to not be an affiliate anymore because I wanted to stream on multiple platforms. So I'm also on YouTube, so I have a YouTube channel as well. And this is being broadcast on YouTube as well. So, and I hope that you like what you see. So, you can see the list of all the games that I've played below my channel on one of the panels. It's why? Why do you say that for? Oh, oh, jeez! I almost went through the whole thing. Stop. Thank you. Well, it's through Streamlabs. So it's true. It's not too bad. I wanted to do Facebook as well because I multi-stream, but yeah. So it's multi-streaming. Basically, you're using one source and they broadcast it to multiple different sources. All right. Go back to the court. What a waste. This is a waste of time in this particular game. Like, honestly, this part is a waste of time. So I have to go to 8th. Yeah, it is. The thing is, they went against the terms of service of, technically, of Twitch. When you're an affiliate, you're not supposed to technically stream on any other platform. They have exclusivity. But I mean, whatever. I've seen a lot of people stream on multiple platforms, and they're still affiliates. So I don't know. Also, I wasn't very fond of the Twitch stuff they've done, and it's not the fact that it's like whatever their policies are. It's just the fact that they keep implementing shit that's useless. There we go, 8th. Come on. Thank you. Alright, now I have to go to Peach. So yeah. I forgot who I was telling this. I was saying, I think it was Psych, which is a viewer of this channel. I think I told him that this is porn music. Okay. Police porn. Yes. Hey, if Van Halen did an album, a soundtrack for porn. Anybody can do anything for porn. Like, this is freaking annoying. Like, honestly, like, it is freaking, like... Yeah. Alright, let's go up. Hey, this actually worked. Okay. Save. Replace. Yeah. This RAM, by the way, is so overkill. Like, it's so overkill. It's not even funny. The fuck? I shot him. Thank God I saved. I actually got it working the first time. This is weird. Oh yeah, I need to pack my heat. Yeah, but it doesn't allow me to, come on. He's dead, Jim. Freeze! Don't shoot, I give up. Yay. Okay, I don't know where I was pointing, apparently. Alright. This guy's gonna take it from here. The one thing I don't know how I would have figured this out old school without the hints back in the day. I played 1 and 2 back in the day. I didn't play 3. This is a pretty cryptic thing. So you find a remote and you have to know to use the remote on 8. Like, that's pretty intense. Alright, save, replace. Oh. No, that's not what I want. Play. No, that's not what I... What the hell? Hello? Hello? Mouse. Cooperate with me. So, I don't know if I just have to wait, because the last time the guy didn't come out and he just came out of nowhere. So, I don't know. And the reason why I couldn't shoot him, it's because... like, he comes here... Hey, it worked. You shot him. Hold on, I'll check his vital signs. The last time I wasn't quick enough. Pretty sure I'm close to the end. I'd like to say it was fun, Bonds, but you've been a real pain in my ass. Wow, what a surprise. Detective Hooks. Internal Affairs. Congratulations, you've not only solved your murder case, but you've also found an incapacitated and dangerous cult that was processing crack. Now all that's left to fight is the paperwork. You must welcome the routine of it all. There is such a thing as too much excitement. Woohoo! Yeah, this... Like, there had to be a point where she was like something, because she kept going to the phone. So, yeah, Is it stuck, or... Yeah, at least I didn't have to drive to the hospital. But for now, let's clean up crew the job and the guilty sleep their dream. I apparently can't read. I apologize. I don't think I'll ever be able to look at you again without feeling that I feel right now, without remembering what a miracle it was to just hold you. Speaking of miracles, Miss Dr. Powers has just given me a bit of news. I'm pregnant. We're going to have a baby. Oh my god. This was so written in the stars. Yep, I did. A baby? LPD recently received the top secret list of names and occupations of members of an alleged electronic terrorist group. The gang leader, Jim Pretty Boy Walls, has been known to threaten to shape Litton's future like so much silly putty. It is not known at this time if the gang's intentions are for good or evil, or if they should even be taken seriously. Nevertheless, be on the lookout for the following. Okay. And that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's restart. All right. Well, according to this, it was a week. Although technically you can still be pregnant. There's people that actually had C-sections while they were in comas. If the baby was in depending on how far along they are. I've heard of that happening. All right, so I have successfully, not without any difficulty, finished Police Quest 3, The Kindred. And I am down now. Since I do this every time I finish a game, I'm going to be doing this here now, reviewing the game fresh off the press. I just finished. Wow, this took me a lot longer than I thought it should have. That's insane. So what do I think of this game? So I'm going to compare this to the first three, because this is the last of the trilogy with Sonny Bonds. So the first one, you're just a street cop. You move towards detective. The second, it's the revenge of the Death Angel. Third one, obviously, it's his brother, which is actually a pretty. Thinking this is the late 80s, early 90s. This is actually pretty sweet. All things considered, it's an actual pretty in-depth story. Obviously, it has it shows the time, but yeah, it's a decent, like, the overarching arc. So they started something new with Police Quest. Well, technically, it's not called Police Quest 4. It's called Police Quest Open Season, which basically it was the stop animation that they were starting to utilize. You can see that in Phantasmagoria and other games as well. They did it for King's Quest. They did it for, and they started with Open Season. Similar idea, just a little bit. I guess the graphics are slightly better. They're still pixelated, but they're not as cartoony. I guess they have a more realistic feel to them. So it's completely separate. And then there's SWAT, which came after that. I think there's 3 or 4 SWAT games. which basically you're emulating being a SWAT member, and you have like 4 or 5 missions that you have to do in the proper order. That is pretty tough. I played SWAT one, and that was pretty intense. Unless you have a walkthrough, that's pretty intense. So I'm gonna compare the first three games. The first three games. So the first, if I would have to rate the three games, they all have their own faults. They all have technical issues. They all end up with dead ends. From the game design this perspective, they're not perfect. However, if I go according to the storyline, I would have to say one was the best, followed by three, and then followed by two. Two I didn't really care for much. It was anticlimactic, really, at the end. You found who the killer was, but it was kind of like, eh. This one was a little bit more involved. So from a story perspective, I think it falls in between one and two. So it's the second one in the list. It's not that they're bad games in they're story wise. It's not that they're bad games, but I think I like, and I also like one. I do like one because I do have a nostalgia side of that too. Um, I always had this love affair with Police Quest One for whatever reason. I just love the graphics of the first one. I know it sounds stupid. The graphics are horrible. They're garbage. But I just there's something about that look of that game that I absolutely love. And I said this earlier when I started streaming this game a few times. You know, the one, if you look at games that are trying to mimic um, no, the point and click genre. So Kathy Rain, for example, or Whispers of the Machine, which were created by Raw Fury. Um, their inspiration graphically is from the VGA version of Police Quest One, or which was a remaster of the EGA version, or it's from Police Quest Three. It's the graphical. It's like that's the sweet spot, I guess people go for. Nobody ever does a game in, at least I think so, in the style of Police Quest One. If they do a retro game, it's usually very reminiscent of Police Quest 3, in most cases, at least from my experience. I'm sure there's other games out there that have different influences, but in most cases, that's basically what it is. So from a graphical perspective, I loved it. From a sound perspective, it's okay. I guess it's you have to take it from what it was back then. I think this game was on diskette back then. It wasn't on CD. Open Season was on CD-ROM, but um, but Police Quest 3 I think was on disc. So there was limited space. Sounds couldn't be, but at least there's a little bit more sounds. Like you hear random typing as if you're in the office, even though there's no one typing at all. Um, there's a few things here and there. The soundtrack is okay, I guess. I like the interlude. The interludes, it's not as prominent as the second one. The second one, Police Quest 2, The Vengeance, most of the soundtrack is when you're driving from one location to the other, which you're not actually driving. It's just a really long interlude for whatever reason. It's insane. So from that perspective, I liked it quite a bit. I think it was good. And it was okay. I mean, it wasn't like spectacular, jaw-dropping soundtrack. It's not like a Deus Ex or from what I've heard, System Shock. It is what it is. It's a point-and-click game. Although I would have to say that Kathy Rain had a really good voice acting, and the sounds in that game were actually really good. So I guess it's an advance. Technology has advanced, and that's how it is. So that's good. From a So we went through the graphics, went through sounds, went through storyline. In terms of the series, I think this is when the series started going down for me. Um, I played when I was a kid 1 and 2. Then I skipped 3. I played open season. No, sorry. I played 1. I skipped 2 and 3. I played open season. Then I had SWAT and I tried SWAT and it was atrociously bad. Well, I played it horribly. It's not a bad game, but I just played it horribly. And it's a lot more realistic looking. You know, it's you actually have like actors and voice acting and stuff like that. It's a little bit it's dated. The acting, voice acting, you know, you see it wasn't a profession back then. It was a little bit dated, but it does what it needs to do, and it's you know it's good. It's good anyways. So it is what it is. It's a product of its time, and you know you'll have to you have to deal with it if you want to play these games. You're gonna have to fail the shortfalls of how the games were back then. So all in all, I think that this is a good. This was a good game. I like the storyline. And yeah, this is that's pretty much it. There's not much. It's not like you can go really more in depth like a Witcher 3 where there's like side quests and stuff like that. It's a very linear story, but that's what you came to expect. However, having said that, back in the day, and it's the same as Police Quest 1 or 2. If you didn't have the hint book, good luck, cuz you can get stuck in a place, and I kid you not, for a month or two because you don't know what you're doing, or you missed something, you have to go back. Like the dead ends that I hit, I got lucky because there's an actual Sierra help page that you can download save states at various points of the game, and mine was at a dead end, and I couldn't get. I even if I don't know where I went wrong, so even if I loaded a previous save, I don't know if that would have worked or not. So I downloaded what I needed to download, and yeah, that's what it basically was. So um, it's a tough game. There's literally game breaking bugs in every game. Now I didn't have as many in one. Two had a few. Open season has definitely a lot of them. But this one, it has, and the thing is, it doesn't give you any hints really. You have to really like think, like take a random thought. So what you think would be a random thought is usually the solution, which is you would think, something would lead to something else, but it's really not easy. Like you guys just saw me play the last part of the game, right? And you get to the point where you're finding the remote. How the hell are you supposed to figure out that you're supposed to use the remote on the TV and use a specific number to open up a secret door? Think about that. Like, something like that could have, because I would have thought, seriously, that the end of the game was when I went into the house. Um, so, like, having said that, like, it's not like it's an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, this game takes, like, maybe 5-6 hours max. Um, yeah, it takes about 5-6 hours if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it could take up to 3 months. And I've been there. I've literally Police Quest 1 took me and my brother, because we got stuck at one point. Oh, I'd like to say a good 2-3 months, right? So it's really those games are fun to play now because you have like walkthroughs all over the place that tell you what to do when and where. But these games are not necessarily fun when you played them originally. Like, it was frustrating, really, really frustrating. And I really would like to, and that's why I kind of commend the newer games, point and click games that I found out recently, like Whispers of a Machine and Kathy Rain. They did these games properly. There was nothing that was very difficult to figure out. There was always something that led you to something else, and it made it easy for you to figure it out. Or it wasn't easy, but it made it like with a bit of trial and error, you were able to figure it out. Some of these games, everything is hidden. Like you really have to like. I don't know how you were. I do not honestly know how you were supposed to figure out some of the clues in the game, and that's for any Police Quest game. And to your point, Space Quest as well is the same. It's a Sierra. It's the mark of Sierra. It's it makes me think of like a bit like Bethesda with their bugs. People think, oh, it's a feature, not a bug. Well, it's an actual like people like those bugs to a point. Um, that's basically what it is with Sierra. It's if you're somebody coming in cold playing Sierra games because you're just wanting to play Sierra games, it's gonna be a rude awakening because it's if you're used to the ways games are built today, which are pretty much they handhold you, um, pretty much. It's rare that there's a game that you get really stuck. Usually, if I got stuck in a game, at least more recent games, if I get stuck in a game, it's my fault. Like it's the issue is me. It's not the game design. In this case, I think the game design is, but then again, it was in its infancy. So Police Quest 1 was the one of the first games that I remember playing that wasn't strictly text. There was an actual there was a UI to the text. Yeah, you had to type in the commands, but there was an actual UI to the game of the style of game. So obviously there's pitfalls, and I could forgive one, I can forgive two, but when you start going to 3 and 4, and I don't know about SWAT because I haven't really played SWAT much, but yeah, it's pretty intense. But yeah, I finally finished the Police Quest collection. It took me 9 months, and the reason for that, I played the first time months ago, like 9 months ago, um, and I didn't stream for a very long time because I had a kid, so it kind of the retro night in Canada kind of died for a while. Was on hiatus for a while, and then I picked it back up a few weeks ago, like a month ago, and I'm planning to play these games a little bit more. So I think it was Conquest for Camelot where I was stuck in the dungeon area. I was playing throughout the day and saw the sun come up the next day. To get out of the dungeon, I had to walk through a painting. Yeah, yeah, like like I don't mind if something cryptic or is very secretive is a secret and you figure it out, it's like an Easter egg or it's like a bonus. I don't mind that. I don't give a crap. But if it's part of the main game, yeah, that to me it's you just it's just bad game design at that point. Just if it's challenge just for the point of giving you challenge, and there's no point to the challenge, and all it is it's frustrating. That's not good game design. To me, that's just lazy game design, and you're just putting something frustrating. If it's something that adds to the story and there's a point to it, then yeah, I understand, right? So it's entirely it's really it really yeah it's I'm gonna be playing Space Quest and because I'm a glutton for punishment. But yeah, I'm going to be playing that for quite a while. So I'm hoping that that's going to happen. But before then, I'm going to be playing System Shock 2. So System Shock 2 will be my next retro game. I don't know how long the game is. I'm assuming it's similar to Deus Ex, so it's about 40 hours. If you're somewhat paying attention, you're not just doing the storyline, you're doing a bit more. So I'm going to be playing that. I'm hoping that it's not going to bug on me. I tried it this week and it worked. So I'm trying to see if I can do an actual playthrough of this well. Hopefully, if it works next time, I'm going to try and see if I can stream tomorrow night. Maybe not, only because it's Valentine's Day. It depends what we decide to do tomorrow night. And it's also my wife's birthday on Monday, so we might be celebrating that as well. So we'll see how that goes. It just depends because if she's just like tired and goes to bed, I'm gonna stream. If not, then I'm probably not gonna do anything. However, if this week I'm going to be starting Gears 5 Hive Busters, which I keep thinking Game Busters, and I don't know why. The last time I tried to, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened. I downloaded it on my Series X, and I'm pretty sure that it downloaded fully, and then and when I got to come to play it, it just re-downloaded it again. So I don't know. I tried it recently, and it was still there, so I'm hoping it's still there. But if everything is good, I will be playing Gears 5 DLC. They call it the campaign expansion, which is weird. But I'm going to be playing that. The next story-driven game, like full game I'm going to be playing, I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I'm tempted for Cyberpunk, but I'm also scared because of all the issues they've had. So I don't know if I'm going to be playing that anytime soon. I was thinking Dragon Age, maybe playing some Dragon Age. I've never played anything of that. And since I have EA Play with Game Pass Ultimate, maybe I'm going to start playing. The thing is, I want to start playing Mass Effect, but they're coming out with the Legendary Edition, which is going to kind of be like a remaster. So I don't know. Should I wait for that, or should I play them the way they are right now? And if I do play Mass Effect, it would be like 1, 2, 3. I also could play Bioshock Infinite. I played 1 and 2 last year, or 2 years ago, and I could play that as well. I have Bioshock Infinite as well, and it would probably run smoother on my Series X. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I know. That's kind of the thing. So if I use the approach of the way I play these games, so when I played Police Quest 1, I didn't use the remastered VGA version, even though I have it with GOG. I played the original, and the reason for that is because I like to play the original. So, and it's free. Like with EA Play, they have it. They have it, and technically it's free to play. I won't be able to play the DLC, but who cares? I don't care. Um, so yeah, I'm planning on playing that. Yeah, there's some games that are worth, like I just finished playing Mafia, the definitive edition. I never played the original Mafia on the original Xbox or PC. And my word, was that worth it. That is a gorgeous game. You can either find it on my YouTube channel or look at my collections or my past broadcast. I love the story. The remastered edition makes Lost Heaven look so freaking good. Like it's spectacular. If you want to take a stab at it, just not to really see how the gameplay is, but I have a couple of clips from the game, and you can also where there's a few glitches, or you can look at one of my videos for like a minute or two and just see how it actually looks. They did a spectacular job with that game. I remember the only thing I remember from the original game is the buildings looked really. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Not to ruin anything for anyone, but I didn't expect that ending. To be honest, it's kind of sad too. I'm planning to write that review probably this week, and then I'll probably be. Yeah, you just think it's gonna be like hey, the guy made it, and it's like, oh, yeah. As a mobster game, yes, it's very linear. Yes, there's issues with the shooting in the game is atrociously bad. Especially on like when you're playing with a controller, it's not great at all. Um, but then again, it's third person. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's not super amazing. But the storyline is just fantastic. Actually, the storyline. Keep in mind, this came out like in 2002. The remaster is pretty much the same story. There's a few missions where they combine, but it reminded me a lot of The Irishman. A guy that was a guy. Technically, he was a family guy, but he was a guy that wasn't in the mafia. Started off out of nowhere, became part of the family, went up the ranks, um, and at the end, it's very. I didn't find it that difficult, to be honest. Once you learn how the mechanics of the driving works, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play the original, but it took me twice. So the first time I crashed way too many, but you have to run a perfect race though. You can't like crash at all. If you crash at all, you're kind of screwed. You could make it because there's 3 laps, but it makes it really difficult. You have to make sure that you slow down on your curves, and it does. I'm it reminds it felt the thing. What I loved about the game is also the driving is a little bit more. It feels real, like the car feels heavy, like the cars were heavy back then, and the driving feels that way, which I appreciate. It was really cool. A lot of people didn't like the driving initially. I think the remaster did a good job, but I don't know if they revamped anything of it. So yeah, maybe. Yes, the race is notoriously original. Now, I played on normal. I don't know if if you play on harder difficulty if it changes, but so yeah, um, yeah. So that's my review, my mini review of Police Quest 3. This is gonna go up on my YouTube channel as well. As well, I will be reviewing this in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. And if you guys want to look at my reviews, you have it right down here, roundtable.ca. We review TV, music, movies, and video games. I do a lot of retro stuff. So the last movie that I reviewed was American Ninja and American Ninja 2. Video game wise, my last few reviews are Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Origins, because I think that's the only thing I played this year so far. So that's what I reviewed. Um, and if you guys like what you're seeing as well, you can actually subscribe to the monthly newsletter that we send out. And you can go to we're on Twitter, so a roundtable ARROUND OUNDTABLE, and then Corporate Gamer 9 for my gamer stuff, related stuff. I'm on Facebook. We're on Facebook as well, or roundtable.ca, and we're also and Corporate Gamer is there as well. We have 2 separate pages, and yeah, we just review things that we like. Like a lot of stuff there's not a lot of new stuff in terms of music. But we do review new stuff for movies. I redo a lot of more retro stuff because I like to look back on a lot of stuff. So right now I'm looking at Jake and the Fat Man, which is an old '80s show. I also just bought the complete collection of Spencer for Hire, which aired in the '80s as well. Yeah, so I'm looking. I'm going to be doing that in the next few weeks. So keep that in mind, and I hope to see you again soon. If you guys like what you see, you can follow my channel, or you can follow me on Twitter. Subscribe on my YouTube as well. And if not, well, I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'm glad that you're able to pass by. Thanks for passing by, Tagger. Thanks for passing by, Dino. Really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Dreamers Arcade, as well, for passing by and just saying hi. Thanks for the host as well. And hope to see you guys soon. So have a good one, guys.